Hello my dear student, welcome back for today's session, chapter 3, control structure in C. Come let me move on to the video session. Introduction. Control structure refers to the order in which the various instructions in a program are to be executed. In other words, they determine the flow of control in a program. C language supports three control flow structures, namely sequence control structure, selection control structure, iteration control structure. In sequence control structure, the statements will have a normal flow of control. By default, they are executed sequentially, one after another in the order in which they are placed. Selection control structure allows the decision to be made on a condition. Depending on the result of the condition, program execution proceeds from one direction to another. Iteration control structure permits the programmer to execute a series of instructions repeatedly until a condition is satisfied. It is also called as repetitive control structure. Sequential statements are executed sequentially one after another. The following program gives a clear understanding about sequence control structure. The first line, that is as include IOStream header, is a library frame that will appear in all the program. Int means the main function of integer type. In this example, you will notice that after the open braces, a command line is given to command on the program. The data type is integer type, that is int the variable a, b and c. I have taken for a equal to 30, b equal to 20. C I have taken to store the result of this variable. Cout is the predefined function or library function, that is the responsible to give out the output. Sum of a is the variable and b is the variable, is c here is the variable. Finally, return 0. The return value 0 is required so that the program will run successfully. Now compile and run the program to see the result, and you can see the sum of 30 and 20 is 50. Next example under selection control structure. C language has 5 major selection control structure, that is if statement, if else statement, if statement, nested if statement, switch case statement. Let me see some of the program here. Include iostream.header, hint main, hint num, cout will ask enter a value, cin will take the input from the user. Now here is the condition, if num divided by 2 and will get the remainder 0, then it is an even number. If the num is divided by 2 and you will get any number, then it won't give any output. Now let me execute and see. You can see it will ask enter a value. When you enter 4, 4 is an even number, it will display. If I enter 5, 5 is not an even number, so it won't give any output. Now we can see an example if else statement as include iostream.h, hint main, hint x, cout enter your age, cin x. Now the condition is if x greater than equal to 18, cout you are eligible to vote, or else you are not eligible to vote. If you run this program, you will get the result according to the condition. Now run the program. When you run the program, it will ask enter your age. When I enter 19, the result is you are eligible to vote. Now let me try again. Enter your age as 17. Result will appear as you are not eligible to vote. Now let me see if else if statement. This program is to find out the division after giving the marks is the input. If marks greater than equal to 300, you secured first division. Else if marks greater than equal to 225, you secured second division. Else if marks greater than equal to 150, you secured third division. Else you are failed. So this is the if else if statement. So after giving the input, if the specifying condition is correct, and you will get the division. Otherwise, you will get the output as you are failed. When we execute the file, it will ask enter your total marks. When we enter 350, it will show the result as you secured first division. Now let me try it again. Enter your total marks as 100. The result is you have failed. This statement is called as if-else-if statement. Next example, nested if-else statement. Here what we are going to check is we are taken two variables as num1 and num2. It will give the inputs accordingly. The condition is if num1 exclamatory equal sign, that means equal to. Here first number is not equal to second number. Nested if else is used num1 greater than num2. Cout num1 is greater than num2. Else num2 is greater than num1. Else num1 is equal to num2. Now when we execute it, it will ask input the value of num1. Here I am giving 50. The next line input the value of num2. Here I am giving 60. First number is not equal to second number, so it will display as 60 is greater than 50. Again we can execute once again. Input the value of num1. We are entering as 80. The second line input the value of num2. We are entering as 80. Then it will display as 80 is equal to 80. So this is an example of nested if-else statement. Iteration control structure. The three types of iterative control structure used in C are for, while and do while. What is loop? Any repeated task more than one time is called loop. Three types of loop are while loop, do while loop, for loop. While loop. While loop is an entry check loop. Look at the syntax and flowchart. The test expressions are enclosed within parentheses. The statement in the while loop is executed till the condition is true, and when the condition fails, the loop terminates immediately and continues the statement following the while loop. Do while loop. Do while loop is an exist check loop. Look at the syntax and the flowchart. This loop will execute at least once even when the condition is false. If the condition is false after the first iteration, the loop terminates. However, the loop continues when the condition is true. The major difference between while loop and do while is the while loop checks the condition and executes the statement, whereas do while loop executes the statement at least once before checking the condition. And the last loop is for loop. For loop is an entry check loop. It contains initialization, testing, and modifier expressions within a single set of parentheses. Look at the syntax and the flowchart. Here, initialization is the initial value that will be assigned to the variable. The condition is the testing expression that is used to determine whether the loop should continue or to be terminated. And the third expression is the modifier expression that changes the value of the looping variable. The three expressions are terminated by a semicolon. The modifier expression is usually executed at the end of the iteration after executing the body of the loop. Thank you, children.